Media Watch. James Creedon joins us. James, we had fun tonight watching the debate, didn't we? So last night watching the debate. Let's get that right. Getting my days mixed up, sorry. There's been a fair amount of criticism about the format and obviously lots of reaction online. Tell us a bit more what people have been saying.
Well, I suppose what they were saying is, and I think you were remarking on it as well yesterday, Mark, the journalists tend to sit back in these French presidential debates.
These are the two journalists who are hosting.
They tend to do sort of a timekeeping job, basically. They don't really interject, and they don't... Let me show you...
Stop watching like that, you know.
You know, that's nice compared to what some people have been saying. But I show you what... There was a blog which was started called The Debate. Now, if anyone wants to check this out, it's on www... No, it's actually not www.
Go on, tell me again.
It's Le Débat, LEDEBAT, .tumblr.com, right? Tumblr without an E. LR.
Got you. .com. Okay.
So here you go. So you have Laurence Ferrari for TF1 and David Pujadas playing Jenga. Here you have them.
That's a bit mean.
As a courgette and as a cauliflower.
She's a courgette, he's a cauliflower. That's a bit mean.
It's a bit unfair. But now it's not. This blog isn't just poking fun at them. It's just poking fun at the debate generally.
Yeah.
And okay. It's just funny. I mean, this is the kind of thing you were seeing online. People, I suppose, just. Mocking what was a very formal event.
I learned a new phrase in French yesterday. Someone in the office said that Laurence Ferrari was maquillé comme un camion volé. Made up like a stolen lorry. She had lots of makeup on.
I take it wasn't a compliment.
Well, they just said it's something they say, because if you're handsome, thinks that you're beau comme un camion, handsome like a lorry.
I see.
It's funny. The French
Who knew that lorries were so...
I'm taking your time. Please speak. Go on.
All right. Well, just one of the main points that people were making is that the journalists didn't interject. They didn't ask questions because there were facts and figures bounding around the place last night. They were each trying to out-fact each other or outsmart each other with the facts. A lot of the time they weren't accurate. And you would say that it's the journalist's role to sort of come in there and say, hold on a minute, that figure doesn't sound accurate to me. They weren't doing that. But what you did have, and this article points it out very clearly, is social media sort of doing that job. Sure. So you had this website, a combination of OVNI, that's OWNI, a French sort of media website, and iTélé were in on it as well. And they had what you call a véritomètre, a truthometer. So for every fact that was put out there, you could go online on Twitter or on that website and see what their journalists said about that fact. A lot of the time, they were not correct. They were not accurate. Now, so a lot of people critical of that. There was also discussion of the Bristol Hotel, the famous Bristol Hotel, where Sarkozy apparently participated in a fundraising evening for wealthy UMP party contributors in 2008, I believe. He said he was never there. This photo was put up online straight away showing him coming out of the hotel that evening.
Hard to deny that one, isn't it?
Were, in fact, I suppose, through crowdsourcing and the fact that people at home were able to put up photos if they had photos to contribute, or journalists at least were able to put up information that they had access to. They sort of did the job of the journalists on set, if you like, who were sitting back and just keeping time. Now, just one video I want to show, because there was one moment in the debate that was very talked about afterwards, where François Hollande listed off all of the things that he would do as president in a very prepared speech, which every sentence started with moi, Président de la République, me, I as President of the Republic. Let's take a listen at how that came across yesterday evening.
François Hollande, quel président comptez-vous être?
Moi, président de la République, je ne traiterai pas mon Premier ministre de collaborateur. Moi, président de la République, je ne participerai pas à des collectes de fonds pour mon propre parti dans un hôtel parisien. Moi, président de la République, je ferai fonctionner la justice de manière indépendante. Je ne nommerai pas les membres du parquet, alors que l'avis du Conseil supérieur de la magistrature n'a pas été dans ce sens. Moi, président de la République, je n'aurai pas la prétention de nommer les directeurs des chaînes de télévision publiques.
I'll quickly tell us about Sarkozy's style. Because that was a remix, as you guessed,
I should have said...
The viewers know these things, James. Don't worry.
And
tell us about Sarkozy.
Hollande knew that was going to happen, I'm pretty sure. Okay, Sarkozy, for his part, people were pointing out the fact that he peppers his opponent with questions.
He does.
That's one of his techniques during a debate. Let's take a listen at an edit of about 15 seconds of just a fraction of the number of questions he actually asked. Sarko-peppering.
Combien de personnes touchent le SMIC? Pourquoi l'Allemagne fait mieux que nous? L'Allemagne a-t-elle fait les 35 heures? Que dit le rapport de la Cour des comptes? Je répète une question. Est-il vraiment le moment de vouloir démanteler l'industrie nucléaire? C'est-à-dire, ça va fonctionner comment, cette affaire?
He does a lot of that.
He does. And isn't he meant to be answering questions, not asking them?
Supposed to. And every time the presenter said, Hollande's going to speak, Sarkozy just kept talking over them, completely ignored them totally.
Old style.
There you go. Old school pugilistic debating style there. James, thank you very much.
Thanks, Mark.
James Creedon, as ever, with Media Watch. Stay with us. Loads more to come here on France 24 from now until midnight. And 24 hours a day, because we're always...